Hello everybody, welcome back to the Natural Red YouTube channel. My name is Natural Red. I'm going to be reacting to my Premier League predictions from the start of the season. By the way, before we start, look at that haircut. Look at that lockdown haircut. I feel look how young I look. Look at that microphone. How did I get away with this? I had the new kit on. I still got the same, obviously. The poster's changed just a little bit. Haircut's changed. I look like a grown man now, don't I? Right, let's get on with this.
Hello everybody, how's it going? My name is Natural Red.
Look at that energy.
The new Premier League season 2020-21.
The mic is shit, isn't it?
And I'm here to give you my predictions on how every team will finish in the table and maybe a top goal scorer, player of the year. Let's do it. Okay, that's three teams that I think will go.
I haven't seen this yet.
Final 20.
West Brom, okay.
Then we got West Ham and we got Fulham.
West
Promoted, I reckon they're going to go straight back down.
No.
West Brom, did very well to finish second last year. They're stable, but I don't think they've got enough goals in them, and they might.
Let's put up the league table so I know which one's which. Okay, West Brom finished 19th. 20th, and Fulham finished 18th.
Has some success in
So far, so good. West Ham, though.
Obviously, West Ham. Talk about something which is outside.
What did I say about West Ham?
I think they're going to crumble this year. Honestly, they almost went down last year, and the last few games, Antonio was like, well, player of the month. He scored about 6 to 10 goals, and all of a sudden, just bang bang bang, saved them out of relegation. I think they're.
Surely I wasn't the only one who thought they were going to get relegated.
I don't know much about David Moyes' actual style, but it doesn't. He did shit with Sunderland, did okay with some. Did really well with Everton, obviously. After Everton,
Why do you guys watch me? Look what I put West Ham in.
Spanish club. No, it was an absolute car crash. Brighton's going to go down. They've got so much issues at that club. There's so much instability, no consistently. They've got some good players. You have Malenko, Antonio, Declan Rice to be states. Some good players, but they haven't got enough across the whole board. The manager is okay, but I feel like the owners, they're not supporting the club at all. The stadium is shit, even though there's no fans. The stadium's awful. It's not even a football.
Should we move on? I reckon we should move on. Okay, here we go. What's the next few teams?
4 teams that I think will stay up will be at 17th we've got Villa, 16th Palace, 15th Newcastle, and 14th Brighton.
So 17th Villa. Villa finished in 11th. Palace in 14th. Newcastle finished 12th. They're 15th. And Brighton 14th. They finished 16th. So rough Brighton, Newcastle, Palace. Close. But I got Aston Villa massively underrated there.
Villa just stayed up. Last few seconds they stayed up last year. I think it's going to be quite similar again. Grealish, he's the one for them, isn't he? He's talked about. They don't have any striker. They probably need a new
Watkins.
He's the focal.
Martinez.
When you're going up against them, the opposition are going to target him, going to try and man-mark him, trying to stifle it, because he's a very, very talented footballer. And I reckon one of the best in the Premier League in his position. So he's the one. He's the one. They need a striker though. They need.
Talk about Grealish. I reckon I feel like he's like the top 10 player in the Premier League. One of the top 10 players. I think he's that good.
Someone who can put the ball at the back of the net. Who was that? Wesley? Awful. So they need someone. I think they're going to just stay up.
Watkins in the English squad.
They're going to be... Every single season we think Palace, Roy Hodgson, okay, they might go down, but they'll be safe. Roy Hodgson, the most experienced man. Experience is good. I don't know, in some ways. Nah. So I think they're going to just stay up, Roy Hodgson.
Just stay up.
He's the one. So I guess I'm in my mouth.
Yeah.
So Zaha is the one. They've got Benteke, Ayu Townsend. They need a few more goals in there. Zaha needs to contribute more. Very, very stupid player. But he needs more. He needs to be more. The defense is rock solid though. Solid, stable, consistent. Not much different. I reckon they're just going to stay up. 15th Newcastle. They brought in a couple players in there. We've got Lewis in. They've got a couple other good
Lewis? Jamal Lewis. Fuck, I forgot about him. Is he injured or something?
Good players from Bournemouth. Fraser, I think he was one. So Stevie Bruce, even when you think, okay, he might go down, and some people have predicted him to go down, I think they're going to do okay, same as last year. But they need a striker. They need a forward striker. Callum Wilson might be there, but they've got Joel Linton. I don't think he's a striker. I feel like he's a second striker, target man. Maybe can play out wide or a bit more deeper.
Well, he's a striker. Got that right.
I'm not sure. I don't know. 40 million. But I think they'll be alright. They've got a stable. It's the same as Palace. They might go down. It might be a bit scary for a few weeks. I think it's going in and out, but they'll be alright at the end. And Brighton,
I got it right. That's why you should like and subscribe. Sounds and hit the bell notification. Ta. Brighton.
They brought in Adam Lallana, I think, who fits
Lallana.
perfectly. I remember when we versed Liverpool played Brighton at home last year. We bet them 2-1, but it was a nervy match. We were pressing them really high up, but they kept the ball. They were passing it around us. They're really, really good on the ball. Dan Burn, especially that left back, he's basically a centre back, but he's a tall left back. They've got good passing. Adam Lallana, if he can stay fit, they're going to push for top 10, in my opinion.
I still rate Brighton for some reason. They finished what? Brighton finished 16th. Potter, I love this style, Brighton style. Potter for Spurs, I mean, that's not going to keep Harry Kane, but for Spurs to look like for another, like a young manager, a young English manager, he's got good style, attractive style, and I think Potter, maybe he's still a few years in experience, but I think he'll end up in a Spurs team, or maybe Everton after Ancelotti. You never know. I rate him though, Potter.
Yes, but they need a striker possible. Neil Maupay, I don't know if he does enough, but they just need a striker to...
They still need a striker. Welbeck's injured, isn't he?
It'll be tough to say. Okay, the next few teams.
Oh, here we go.
So we've got 13th Sheffield United, 11th Burnley, and 10th Southampton. So let's look at
Wait, Leeds. Where did Leeds finish? 9th, Burnley in 17th, Southampton in 15th. So all of them except Leeds correct. So not bad.
fantastic season last year.
Oh boy.
They're just a
Oh boy.
system
What did I say?
They played so much more. They were just consistently good, hard-working. Chris Walter, he gets the basic, he gets the fundamentals right in that team. Hard work, energy, unity.
He's not there anymore.
That's what you need in a team. And I reckon it'll be a bit similar to last year, but just a few more positions up, just because some teams around them improved. But I think they'll be alright. 30th position. They need more goal scorers in the team. They're defensively very, very good. They lost Dean Henderson back on loan to Man United, so I think they brought in Ramsdale from Bournemouth, the keeper. Good, solid keeper. But
Not really.
More goals in. I reckon they can push for top 10. This is the team that everyone's looking for. You know, Man United Leeds, Liverpool Leeds, stuff like that. So it's got intriguing. Marco Bielsa, one of the best managers in the world, who's got Leeds back into the Premier League.
Do you reckon he's best in the world? Let me know in the comments. Because he's definitely a top 10 Premier League manager. But is he regarded one of the best in the world? Let me know. Because I don't know much about him to make a conclusive opinion. But then again, I don't have any knowledge anyway, so I don't know why I have an opinion anyway. Let's move on.
Back to where they belong. If that's a weird saying, I don't know why people say that. It's just so weird. Back where they belong. No, you don't belong anywhere. No one does.
True.
Leeds, they needed a striker. They brought in Rodrigo from Valencia. I don't know much about him, but if he can score about 10 to 15 goals, how about that team scoring goals?
Bamford scored 15 goals, didn't he?
For top 10, I've got them at 12. But the way they're going to play, it's going to be so interesting. It's going to be similar to Sheffield United, like the way the tactics
I can't believe I said that.
I cannot wait. 11th Burnley. People are putting Burnley lower. People are putting Sean Dyche to the first man to get sacked. And I do not know.
Well, they finished 17th, so who's wrong, who's right? Not me.
But they're very consistent. If they can get Dwight McNeil scoring a bit more goals, maybe Chris Wood.
They do need goals though. Only Chris Wood's contributing.
Vijo and Bowen needs to score more goals. But Ashley Barnes and Wood, if they can score a bit more goals, I reckon it'll be a force. Everyone underestimates them. Every single year. We'll get to this point. Oh, they didn't make any signings, but they consistently overachieve every single season. I don't know if overachieve.
Well, they just stayed up.
Mid-table, solid. Don't concede much. They've got a sensational keeper. If they don't lose him, Nicky Pope.
Nicky Pope, mate.
In my opinion, England's best goalkeeper. So it's weird how they put.
He's English's best goalkeeper in England, huh? He's better than Pickford. Not with his feet, but just proper goalkeeping fundamentals. I think he's much better than Pickford. But Pickford's had the last few months has been pretty good. But Pickford's obviously going to start because Pope's had surgery recently. So, good luck for him with surgery.
Maybe he wants to leave and get a new challenge, but I don't think he's going to get sacked. And 10th Southampton.
Southampton, when did I finish?
Again,
15th, yeah, they underperformed recently, didn't they?
Energetic, pressing. He's from Austria.
Gegen.
He's very similar to the club in the way the style is, the way they just get the team to be energetic. After that 9-0 batting from Leicester last year.
They got battered again this year, didn't they?
They changed a few things, tweaked a few tactics.
Against Man United.
And then the second half of the season, they were very good. And Danny Ings, if he could score another 20 goals, they're going to be pushing for that Europa League, I can tell you, because they've got some banging players. They lost Højbjerg to Spurs. It might be a bit of a loss, but they got a fullback in Kyle Walker-Peters the other way. So that might be alright, but 10th, I think he's just a good season for Southampton. They had a very poor start of the season last year. Mid-table, 10th, consistent. I think they'll be pretty happy with that.
Righto, here we go.
I've got a 9, Everton.
Everton?
Leicester, 7th, Wolves, 6th, Man United, and 5th, Arsenal.
Wow. So Everton finished 10th, so I did well there. Leicester 5th, put him in 8th. Wolves 13th, got that wrong. United I put them in 6th, and Arsenal put them in 5th. Oh boy, gee whiz.
Some controversy in there. Might be a little bit
Controversy?
We'll never know. Okay, Everton.
Oh, it's definitely biased against United.
They're going to be much improved since last year. Carlo Ancelotti came into Everton last year in December, and they got the team going. Duncan Ferguson had the team for a couple of weeks, got the energy back into the club, and Carlo Ancelotti came in. Had a couple of problems at the start, but got the system working 4-4-2, bang. But what's interesting, they made a couple of signings. James Rodriguez, talented fucker. Ali, very good player, and Doucouré, who's a very good Premier League player. So 3 midfielders, and then you got Andre Gomez there. I think they've still got Sigurdsson, so they've got now depth. That's the problem they had last year, Everton, in that midfield areas. They've still got keeper issues. Pickford is garbage. Back four, Coleman,
fair.
Slow down, but he's still alright. Could be a good backup. They brought in John Joe Kenny, and I don't know if he went on out loan. Back 5, back 4.
Where is John Joe Kenny? Because he played in Women's League last season, didn't he? Or the year before. Was he back on loan? Or was he behind Coleman?
It might be okay. Dean is a very good left back. Then you got Michael Keane, Yadamina. Brathwaite started to come up through as well. Some alright players there.
They brought in Godfrey last second.
Midfield they've improved. Walker on the right. I don't know if he's good enough, but the midfield they've shored it up. And bringing in James Rodriguez in, I don't think he's going to play 4-4-2 in the centre, is he? They might have to change formation to a 4-3-3 maybe. Or does he play on the left-hand side and maybe put Richarlison in the middle, or as a striker? Calvert-Lewin, if he can score about 15-20 goals, it's going to help. Richarlison is such a very good player. But it'll be interesting with Carlo Ancelotti, one of the best managers in the league as well. So you've got very good managers in the league pushing for the Europa League post. I reckon they're going to push, but last few weeks, if they get like a couple injuries, it might hamper them. But Pickford, he needs to improve if they're going to have any chance of getting to Europa League. Next, we've got Leicester.
Leicester.
At the end of the second half of the season, they were doing very well against up until Boxing Day. We came back from Qatar and we went bang. We just fucked them at
I've changed in a year, haven't I? Fucking hell. I feel like a baby in this video.
Just ruined your confidence, and after that, they did not look the same. Pereira, one of the key players in the team, got injured. He's still
injured. He's still injured, isn't he?
From Atalanta.
Castagna.
But he's a good player. He was playing for Atalanta.
Castagna's had a good season.
Very experienced player. I don't know if he starts. They lost Chilwell to Chelsea. I don't know if Luke Thomas will start, or they might bring James Justin onto that left-hand side.
Justin's a good player, to be fair.
Atalanta player, maybe on that side. I'm not sure. But Pereira is key for the midfield. Indeed, Tielemans, Madison, the list goes on. They need to improve their physicality. They were doing very well at the start of the season. They need to regain the confidence in the front four. Can Jamie Vardy? He was top goal scorer last year. Can he keep going forward?
Was he actually top goal scorer? Was it theirs?
If his pace slows in, if his pace goes down, is he good enough to be the striker in the goal? Yeah, I'm talking about footy. Strike into the box. Is he good enough to just play there as a complete forward, doing little bits and not be over the top?
Of course he's good enough. But Iheanacho's improved, isn't he?
Iheanacho, can he step up? Jose Perez, can he step up? I think they're going to finish 8th. Brendan Rodgers, going to be a bit of pressure on them, I reckon.
Ooh, I got that right. Well, I got Wolves massively wrong.
Very well, consistent.
Oh boy, yeah, boy, well, we.
A bigger miss than what people would think. They brought in Silver though, interesting, but a much bigger miss. Classic Wolves, very well, consistent. They lost Doherty. I think there'll be a bigger
Doherty.
than what people would think.
Forgot about Doherty.
They brought in Silver though, interesting, but Adama Traore, I can name a Neto. It's just quality in that front third.
I didn't mention Jota. Didn't mention Jota though, because Jota was last second, wasn't he?
Liverpool lad, obviously Scouse, so I'm very happy for the lad. Patricia, they've got a very consistent team, and I think they'll just finish 7th. It's very similar to last year. and they're gonna.
They fell away this season there because of Europe and all that.
The way they play, but it's the teams below them. Can they have the ball and break them teams down? 6 Man United.
Here we go. What is from the Monks?
This is the one people might be. They're getting much better squad. You can see it. They're getting a better squad. Van der Beek, maybe Sancho next year. But the problem is their defense. The problem is the defense and keeper as well. They've got Henderson and De Gea right there. Who's going to be the number one? For us,
The media has made Dean Henderson look better than he is, isn't he? De Gea is such a much better goalkeeper than Henderson. The media have popped up an English player once again, and he's not that. Oh, he can be good enough in the future, but he's not good enough now, is he, for United? The media fucked that up again for United, really. De Gea is a much better keeper. Maybe not his feet, but definitely the fundamentals, like I said before.
personally, to get the best team you can on the field, competition is vital. Vital! That the keeper will make mistakes. Look at Pickford. He doesn't have any competition, and he makes mistakes every 2 weeks, and he smiles because he knows, oh, it's alright, I'll play the next game. Competition, that could make.
That's true in a way, isn't it?
That back four, Wan-Bissaka needs to improve defensively, and I'm saying it, defensive attack, he needs to improve if they want to get top 4. Maguire, Lindelof, Bailly, and is it 2 centre backs? 3 centre backs. They need to improve concentration. Left back, Luke Shaw, I think is alright. Brandon Williams, he's not.
I said Luke Shaw was alright. I think everyone this time was slagging him off. Like, he had a back game against Tottenham, but he's the best left back this season, so fair play to him. And I sort of got that correct. Well, I did say he's okay. I didn't say, yeah. I think. Okay, I should just shut up and just listen.
I don't think he's going to make it, I'll be honest. But he's still a youngster, he can improve. Midfield is their strong point. Who's going to be in that?
Not really.
He's going to be Van der Beek sitting a bit deeper. He's going to be Paul Pogba. A bit more deep line playmaker. McTominay, Fred, all right players, but they need to destroy in that midfield. Obviously, got Pogba, Bruno Fernandes.
They've got a crap defensive midfield role.
Front 3, Martial, Greenwood, and Rashford. If one of them gets injured, that's it. That's basically it.
They didn't bring Cavani. It was Cavani's last of the season.
But if they can keep him fit, it's going to be sensational. But are you going to trust Greenwood to play 38 games and perform at his best? It's a risk to take, but he's talented. He's got potential, one of those goal generation. He's sensational, Greenwood. And 5th, I've got Arsenal. Oh, actually, back to Man United. I think Solskjaer, he's going to be in trouble mid-season. I feel...
I was sort of correct. He was in trouble in November, didn't he, when they crashed out of the Champions League and had that whole run. And after December, they were going to win the league. So I sort of got that right.
They've got a very good squad now. So he's now under pressure. They're not underdogs anymore. They're now going to be favourites against 17 teams in the league. They're now going to be favourites, right? So you're going to say, okay, he comes with pressure. Can they start? Can they break teams down? That's going to be the question.
They couldn't break down Villarreal. Point stands proof. See? Should listen to Natural Red more often.
Enough here. You might get sacked. That could be chicken.
Except when I'm talking about Sheffield United.
Prediction midway through the season, maybe around Christmas. But I think it'll be still right to make the Europa League. Hope so. Arsenal 5th.
Oh shit, Arsenal.
Absolutely revolutionise that team. Who can say? How can you say an Arsenal team of the past 2 decades be compact? It's extraordinary, but it's got them defending. It'll be interesting if they go with the formation 4 at the back or 3 at the back. But 3 at the back, Can Louise.
They were 16th in December. Compact my ass.
Mustafi and so on. Keep the concentration. The boy in Saliba and another centre back. It just slipped out of my mind right now. Shit. But can they? They're 2 young players, 2 inexperienced players. Are you gonna trust them to play 38 games a season? They're gonna make mistakes. You've got to understand they're gonna make mistakes. They're gonna take time to gel. But Tini is a sensational left back. Midfield is an issue for them. Sabai's aura player, Xhaka is aura player, but who else is going to step up? Torreira was poor last year.
Partey hasn't signed yet, has he?
Obviously, another front 3. They're obviously Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe. That's their strong point. Aubameyang, if he can stay fit, they're going to push for Champions League. But if he gets injured, it could be curtains for Arsenal's Europa League places. They could finish mid-table if he gets injured. That's how poor I think they are without him. But Arteta,
Then why did I put them lower if they're poor without him? Fucking hell. Every fucking year.
If he doesn't play, they can still hold a clean sheet and they can still win. Lacazette, Pepe, Nelson, if he can improve. Saka, it'll be interesting where he plays. So that's my 5th position will be Arsenal. Okay, now
Here we go, top 4.
What I think is going to finish in 4th position will be Tottenham Hotspur.
Tottenham.
I think they're going to be doing very, very well this year. I just have that feeling they've made 2 very, very underrated signs in my IMO. Doherty. They needed a fullback. They got Doherty. One of the
Doherty's
best
good, isn't he?
fullbacks in the league. Top 10 fullback in my opinion in the league. Yeah, that's right. And also Højbjerg. They needed a bit of a...
I love Højbjerg as a player. Proper dog in midfield, I love him.
A bit of a beast. And
They were sort of in 4th, wasn't it?
Stay fit. It's going to help them along. I reckon Kane. I'm going to say my top goal scorers at the end. But I think if Kane, Son, Lucas, if they can get them going, Bergwijn, that's dangerous. If they can keep the defensive solidarity.
Well, Son and Kane basically what top 5 goal scorers in the league. So their attack wasn't the issue, was it? It's just their defense was just horrible.
Did I say that right? If they can get the defense solid and get Kane, Son firing, that could be danger and it could be success against most teams.
They were first in the league in December. Everything was going right with Mourinho, and then it fell away.
But obviously, they've done well against the best teams. They kept us to 1-0. They were sensational. Well, not sensational, but they kept us really well. They defended well. They bet money. No, they didn't bet money. They bet City, didn't they? Bet City. They kept money to 1-1 draw. That's their main point. That's the strong point. Defending, Mourinho style, counter-attacking, direct against the better teams. Can they break down? Obviously.
It still baffles me they sacked Mourinho 1 week before the Carabao Cup final. Absolutely baffles me. Baffling, honestly.
To the Leicester team. Harry Winks in the midfield, and Ndombele, Højbjerg. Is that good enough? They've got Kane as a striker though, so that helps. One of the best strikers in the world. So that helps a lot. And I reckon they finish 4th. I don't know if it's a stupid prediction, but I think they're going to finish 4th.
I wasn't wrong, to be fair. Was I?
Comfortable Chelsea. I think Spurs, Arsenal, Man United will fight for 4th, but I think Chelsea will finish.
Chelsea in 3rd.
Bloody hell! How many fucking signings did they make? I've lost count. I need that scroll. I need to go. And I just need to look at this. I can't remember them on top of my head. Werner, Ziyech, Thiago Silva, Chilwell. Who else? Havertz. It's fucking insane. But
It is insane how many plays have bought.
And that's why they're not going to challenge for the league at all. Their keeper. Kepa wants to stay, I think. Caballero is awful. Kepa is absolutely... I think Kepa and Pickford are 2 worst rated keepers in the league. He's garbage. Absolute garbage.
He's pretty bad, isn't he?
What he is. And that defense needs to be improved as well.
True.
Centre back Zuma, I think he can be good enough. I don't know, this year he can be developed into a better centre back. Thiago Silva might help him nurture into a very, very good centre back and one of the best in the league, maybe. But that right back, Azpilicueta, can they, when they're attacking, will they switch into a back three with Azpilicueta going to centre back so they don't want him to attack and let Chilwell just run and Alonso and whatever?
Just run.
Or are they going to play Reece James and go attacking fullbacks? Because Reece James, he's got potential. I don't know if he's ready. Azpilicueta can be a good bench player because he can play left back, centre back, and right back. It's like a manager's dream, right? To get like a versatility.
Manager's dream. Heard it here first.
Forgetting that these lots of new players. We saw with Fulham. Obviously, these are much better players. We saw with Fulham. So many new signings 2 years ago, and it was like a bloody car crash, right? Players take time to.
It was.
Especially lots of players outside the league. Havertz, Werner, Ziyech. They haven't played in the league. Only Chilwell out of them, I think, he's played in the league. I think, yeah. So Thiago Silva, obviously a very, very good centre back, but can he keep up with the pace in the Premier League? Same with Werner's got the pace, and Zeke's got the pace, and Havertz has got the physicality, but it's those 2 other players.
Has Havertz had a good season? Because no one's really talked about him. Yeah, it's an interesting one because I haven't he's played most games, isn't he? I feel like no one has talked about him at all. Like no one's really noticed. I don't know if he's had a low key poor season. He's still a young kid. He's still a kid.
I think he'll comfortably finish 3rd, but now Lampard, he's got the pressure on him. I reckon they're gonna be. Look, I'll be honest. There's no title race until March. I'll be honest. No title race. If they are in the top 3, top 2 in November, I think they're going to be around that position, and then I think they're going to fall away after Christmas and they'll finish third or fourth comfortably. That's my prediction. But he's under pressure, Frankie Lampard. Obviously, he had the underdog team, the youth team, Mason Mount. Where's he going to get game time? Abraham, Reece James, but I think Reece James will.
Abraham. Was he like a classical music or some shit like that?
Right, Tamori, can he level up? It'll be interesting. But this year, like I said,
Tomorrow should have made the English squad. Played for Milan, didn't he? Mad.
he's under pressure. Here we go. The following position,
Oh, well.
number 1 and number 2.
I guess who I put number 1, by the way.
And you guessed it. I reckon we're going to go back to back. However, lads, like I'm a Newcastle fan, we're going to go to kids again. City are going to push us. How gorgeous this is, by the way. How gorgeous. City are going to push us. It's going to be one of the best title seasons in a long time, I reckon. Similar to 2 years ago, but I reckon there'll be more teams much more closer. City brought in Ake, Ferran Torres, but David Silva, another experienced player, out the door. And because last season was
Oh, City started slowly, to be
garbage
fair.
for them, they were absolutely shit. I'm not hearing it, alright? Man City lost about 13 games in total. How fucking shit is that? They've got one of the best squads ever in history. I'm not hearing it, alright? So they're gonna want to bounce back. Liverpool momentum. We're Champions League 2.
We were top of the league in December, to be fair.
So Champions League 2019, Premier League last season, Club World Cup, Super Cup. Okay, so one domestic trophy. I reckon we're gonna win the Champions. No, I was joking, but I reckon we're gonna win the Premier League this year. Many signings. We got rid of Lovren, Klein gone, Lallana obviously with the free. Couple experienced players, right? Lovren and Lallana, they, even though they're fading out the squad, they're still important and played an important role in the squad.
They were important, to be fair, yeah.
Adjust to it. Lallana at far, we've got Curtis Jones, who looks ready. Naby Keita looks ready. I'm so excited to see them. Curtis Jones, he came on against Blackpool the other day, and he looked like a senior player. He was asking for the ball. He was dominating the play. I think he scored.
Kurt Jones next season. You know what? Like our midfield, like Henderson, Thiago are now reaching 30, 31 a day. So Curtis Jones is at the right time to slide into that first. And I'm excited. I'm really am. I think he is boss. Boss.
I'm not sure about his system. He was the playmaker. He was dictating the play. Naby Keita, he came on for Fabinho, Curtis Jones, and he just looks. He's full of confidence, the geezer, and he's showing
The geezer.
In the Community Shield. Brewster missed the penalty, unfortunately, and Curtis Jones gave him a little kiss on the forehead and like, yeah, Team Curtis, well done. He's showing leadership. He's gonna step.
Look at that haircut, fucking hell.
That fourth choice centre back, Lovren, was such a good fourth choice centre back, one of the best in the league as a fourth choice. So who's gonna play? Fabinho.
We missed him this year, didn't we?
I don't know if Phillips. I don't know if Phillips is ready. Billy Cometto played okay against Blackpool. Made one mistake. I don't know if it was his fault, but he looks like a prospect. Keanu Hoover, Nick Williams is a backup right back. I think he'll do okay. But it's going to be intriguing this year. I think Naby Keita is going to rock the league this year.
Oh no.
Takimi Minamino, he is starting to look ready. He looks
Oh no.
bigger as well. I can't wait for those two. But
Oh.
they're going to be.
Why'd you say that?
Pep is going to be fuming at us. It's going to be a fantastic title season. And I reckon we're not going to see another 100 points. I reckon Liverpool will finish on 94. I'm guessing 93 will be Man City or something. It will be something mental. Thiago is the guy, boys and girls. It's the topic. I think I've muted that word on Twitter. No, I'm joking. He's the one, isn't he? Wijnaldum, I hope he stays, Genie, because he's such an integral. He's playing the most minutes on the clock. I think out of everyone. It was either him or Firmino, like since Klopp came in. So Wijnaldum is so key.
Might have to do a video on Genie soon. Yeah, might do one soon. I think he deserves a video from me.
Virgil, Trent, Robertson, they're going to get even better as a year older. Firmino, Salah, Mane still in the peak. Henderson still in his peak. Fabinho, Keita starting to improve. Alisson still in his peak. Gomez, 1 more year experience. Man City as well. Got a couple of youngsters. Aguero, can he keep fit? Can Jesus step up?
Apart from Keita and Minamino, I'm correct, aren't I? Surely? I think we do have a boss squad. We've still got a title-winning squad. I think people forget that. We don't have to buy anyone to this season to have a title-winning team. I think, obviously.
Score, and it's going to be even better because I thought his last year was overrated. Kevin De Bruyne, it's going to be sensational, boys and girls. If you haven't already, like.
Right, there it is. How many did I get correct? Let's have a look. So I got Fulham correct. And I think that's it. I think Fulham's the only one I got correct. Everton I missed out by 1. Obviously City first instead of second. Chelsea fourth instead of third. I think that's it really, isn't it? Palace finished 14th, 16th, so, and West Brom obviously 19th instead of 20th. So a couple correct, but absolutely. I mean, like who else? You don't expect it. You don't expect Sheffield United to get relegated, did you? Did you expect Villa to just stay up just like that? I don't know. If you haven't already, boys and girls, make sure to like the video. If you've enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, subscribe to my second channel. It's a podcast channel. Nothing to do with footy. Just me and my mates chatting absolutely shit. Follow social media platforms and on Twitch. I'm starting to stream more often. And I'll see you guys later.